I was there, yeah. down here. Good. Come down here. Who's up there? Who's that up there? Where are you coming back to UC? I'm right down here. I can't go up. Who's up there? You got it. Is it just you? That's it? Okay, no, I'm saying
Hello. There we go. All right. So this is part 2 of our event. So this is the important part, right? The concert part. So welcome. This is the Wind Symphony. We're going to start our evening with them playing 6 movements from a piece called Pictures at an Exhibition. We're skipping, the original orchestra has something like 16 movements. We're only going to play 6. The band arrangement has like 9 movements, so we've cut 3 of them to kind of condense things. But this piece is a very famous piece of music, especially it's really an orchestral piece. It was originally written for 4-hand piano, that's 2 piano players playing side by side on the same keyboard. And this piece was written by Modest Mussorgsky. He was a Russian composer, and he wrote this piece in tribute to a dear friend of his, Victor Hartmann, who was an artist. And upon Hartmann's death, he was only 29 years old, but it hit Mussorgsky really hard. And so there was, they were having an art exhibit of all of this artists, all of his works. And in the process of that, Mussorgsky quickly got to the piano and wrote this piece as a tribute to him, reflecting all of the different pieces of work. So we're going to play for you, the opening is called The Promenade, and you can imagine people just kind of wandering through an art exhibit is what this movement is kind of to portray. It comes back in various forms in some of the other movements we cut out. So it kind of starts the piece and sets the mood. The second piece is called The Old Castle. So it's a picture of a castle that he's trying to portray here in watercolors. The third movement we're going to play is called Tuileries. It's about kids quarreling in a park. So you're going to hear some kind of things that go back and forth in the ensemble with that. The fourth movement is called Bidlow. It's about an old man coming home from work. I always picture kind of a gloomy day. He's got his ox carts, so Bidlow means ox, and he's got his ox and his cart is kind of wheeling behind him at the end of a day, and the solo that you're going to hear by the baritone is the song that he's singing on his journey home. Then we're going to skip towards the latter part of the original piece, and we're going to play the movement that's called The Hut of Baba Yaga. So this is a piece that's based on a clock that's on like chicken legs, and so it's kind of a fun, lighthearted piece, but it's very energetic and has some tricky parts to it. And then finally, the piece concludes with some of what you heard. Those were the chords that opened the piece, called The Great Gate of Kiev. It's a picture of the kind of the archway where the military used to gather before as they would go out in for battle and that. So it's the movement that kind of depicts this great great arch scenes. So we hope that you enjoy our interpretation of Pictures at an Exhibition. You're also going to see up on the screen, we're doing our own picture. We're not doing Victor Hartman's pictures, we're doing my pictures. So I'm going to share some things with you up on the screen. You'll see some pictures that have me very small and old, and some of my siblings along with me. Through my high school years, college years, and then finally the last part of it is mostly pictures from my career. Some of you may be in it, so you never know. But I tried to grab, as I was going through all my photo albums and digital pictures, I tried to grab pictures that were me with other people. So I hope that you enjoy our version of Pictures at an Exhibition. Thank you. Not an easy piece. Not an easy piece at all. If you could give us about 2 minutes, we're going to invite the concert band students up. We've got to reset a few things here, and we'll continue on with our next portion of the program. Come on down. Our next piece is a piece by Aaron Copland, famous American composer. This is his Fanfare for the Common Man. Copland took the title from of the Common Man from Henry Wallace, who was the Vice President of the United States during Franklin Roosevelt's third term. He had cloned that the 20th century would be the century of the common man. And that inspired Copland to then write this piece. And it was premiered on tax day of all days, right? So in kind of a tribute to everybody having to pay taxes and the hard work of the common man. So this is Aaron Copland's Fanfare for the Common Man. Every concert needs a march, right? So this is our march. This is called Entrance of the Gladiators by Julius Fuchik. All right. That's a circus march, by the way, so can you tell? So, yeah, it's a fun march to play, and got some challenging things in for all of the different instruments. So we were glad to play for that for you. Next piece we're going to perform for you is going to feature my colleagues. District 218 is a great place to work, and top-notch musicians on our faculty here throughout the district. So I thought when I was putting this together, and I've done this piece before, but it was a long time ago, and I remembered that there was a vocal part, and so I pulled it back out. I'm like, man, this would be kind of cool if I could bring in the choir teachers and have them come sing this. So I'm glad that they all accepted. Let me introduce them to you. Closest to me is Mr. Josh Hammond. Josh is the choir director at H.L. Richards High School. He's been there for, what did we say, Josh, 7 years? 10 years. So he's been a colleague of mine for 10. Next we have Tina Jacklin. Tina is the choir director over at Dwight D. Eisenhower High School. Tina and I have worked together for 20 years, so I'm very excited about that. And then the next three are my colleagues, crime partners, however you want to call it, here at Shepard High School. First we have Brianna Tyler. Brianna and I have worked together just this year. Brianna is new to our district and is doing some great things with the choir and trying to keep kids and get kids singing, and it's been a great. She's had a little bit of a challenge of a year, right? But it's been, you know, she had a baby at the beginning of the year, so she's learning quickly what we all kind of learned over years. She's learning in her first year of how to balance the work-life relationship. So, but I'm been very, very proud of Brianna and watching her, what things that she's done with the choir program. They had a great concert last week. And I see only great things on the horizon for our choir program here under her leadership. Next we have Mr. Roland Hatcher. Mr. Hatcher and I worked together for 4 years. Many of you probably have come across his path, unless you're a freshman parent. But Mr. Hatcher, in addition to doing choirs, he did a lot of work with our percussion section as well. He's a percussionist as well, so he wears both hats. He claims the choir side, but I know he's a band guy at heart. He just won't let us know that. But anyway, we worked together for 4 years. Through COVID, it was challenging times for both of us, but we survived, and he's moved on to Stevenson High School, where he's the choir director of that great program as well. So I had the opportunity and great pleasure of working with him. And then finally, my colleague and probably biggest crime partner was Mr. Michael Fallon. Mr. Fallon and I, we worked together for 28 years, so the greatest part of his career, I worked with him, and for all but these past few and one additional year, we worked together, and we had some great times and some great stories and some challenges with both of our programs growing at the same time. He took over a very young program when he started. I was here, I was only a second-year teacher when Mr. Fallon joined our faculty here, so he and I kind of grew our programs at the same time, and this is all part of the legacy here. So I invited them to come back and sing. This is God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife,
thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. Hey, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea.
From Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, hey.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm glad we stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Wasn't that awesome? Don't they have beautiful voices? So, yes, thank you for singing with us. Next piece we're going to play is just kind of a fun piece to play. It's all movie music from the animated film How to Train Your Dragon. So we're going to play for you as our next selection. Are we all set? Um, you met my choir colleagues. Mr. Antos, Justin, are you here? Where are you? Up here? Justin Antos is also a District 218 music teacher. I would be remiss in not mentioning him tonight. Many years ago, he student taught with me here at Shepard High School. So he kind of got his start in District 218. He taught at Evergreen Park for a little bit, and we had the opening, and he calls me and says, hey, do I want to do this? I'm like, absolutely. So how many years now, Justin? 15 years later, here he is. So thank you. Our band director, Richards, also has his concert here tonight. Otherwise, he would be here, but he sent me well wishes and stuff too the last time I spoke with him. So that's Mr. Felix Ponce, who's also a District 218 grad. He is one of Justin's students. So see how that all works? We keep it in the family here. It's a family affair in District 218, always. So it's time to pass the baton. Yes. I've got one more piece I'm going to conduct. It's not throw the baton, Jeremy. But I want to bring up Mr. Ken George. Ken, come on up. So we're again keeping it in-house here. Ken was a student of mine years ago. So it's like 218, they just bring back their own people, and we know what we're doing, and we've got our way of doing the things, and it makes everything run really smoothly. So I want to wish Ken the absolute best as he takes over the program. I know he's going to do great things. As I mentioned earlier, he's got a vision for things that he wants to do. Please be kind and cooperative to Ken. Show him the same love you showed me all these years, so I appreciate I would really appreciate that. There's nothing more, you know, he's got challenges ahead of him. I mean, he knows the program, but he's not going to be in charge of the program yet. So he'll learn and he'll grow into those things, and there's going to be some growing that happens with that. But I know Ken's going to do a great job. Like I said, he was a student of mine. He went to Indiana State, has his master's from Northwestern. He's taught a lot of years. He's been with us for 17 years as part of the marching band staff as my assistant director. And I know he's going to do great things. And I know my District 218 colleagues are going to welcome him into the family. So here we go, Ken. There you go. So, yeah, I really want to wish Ken the best. You guys behave yourselves for Ken, and yeah, you got him, he's got you. So he'll show you the love, you show him the love back. Thank you, Ken. So, our final selection on the concert is called You'll Never Walk Alone. It's from the movie, the musical Carousel, and it has special meaning to me, as I've been telling the kids. You'll Never Walk Alone was the piece when I was in college at Western Illinois University. Every time we were done with the performance, we would play this piece of music. And it too, the pieces, you're gonna see the lyrics up there. So watch the lyrics, read the lyrics as we're playing. But it's all about knowing that you've got each other's backs. 33 years I've been here. I've been working with great people. I've had great parent support. I've had great students that I've taught. You've been part of my extended family for 33 years. And as I told the kids, they know that I'll always be part of them, and they'll always be part of me. So we're keeping it in-house here today. You'll Never Walk Alone, like I said, is very, very special to me. And I hope that you enjoy it, and I'm going to relish my final moments here conducting with them. thank you. You're too kind. Thank you all for coming out tonight. One final offer, if you could help us move stuff back to the band. Yeah, so thank you. It's been a great concert. It's been a great year. Thank you for everything. Like I said, I've enjoyed my career here in 218, and I know I'm going to miss parts of it, but I'm going to be back for watching Ken and watching the program go and continue forward, and it's going to be awesome. So thank you so much. Woo!